It's really rare that people have a full understanding of how much PR firms generally cost, and the work is actually pretty labor intensive. Mistakenly, they believe that you just put something out or you make a couple of phone calls, and they don't really understand the research or the strategy or the experience that goes into it, not to mention the team of people you generally have to have work on something to pull things off. And more importantly, the vast number of no's that you have to get through to get a yes. Or in the case of events, I mean, that's a big one. The number of phone calls that you have to field in order to get things done, or that you have to make, where the answer is no, and you have to figure things out from the other side. It's just, you know, it is a lot more time intensive than people think. So it's not unusual for retainers to be, well, a project can run tens of thousands. Very unusual for a project not to run tens of thousands or more, and it's not unusual for projects to run hundreds of thousands. So people who are trying to do things that are smaller often can't afford to hire a publicist. And the other thing is that some publicity firms do donate. We have certainly donated. Babylon Communications has donated an awful lot of time, but a lot of firms have moved away from that trend. They have not seen that their work has really been understood for the volume of work that it is. So we have noticed a trend that a lot of people in the industry are simply not donating what they used to, because it's a hard thing for a lot of people to wrap their head around and understand just how much work it is. But if you do it well, it is a lot of work and a lot of research. So the shorter answer is it's not cheap. It's very expensive. If you're launching a new project and you want to launch, say, North American wide, I mean, you certainly can hire somebody who can do something, you know, for very little. But if it's a major project, you really need, you need to be devoting a couple $100,000 to it for a major, for something that you really need to get traction out there on. Anyway, it all depends on your circumstance and your target audience and what you need. That's not to say you can't do something with a tiny budget, because you can, absolutely, and you can do something that may just go through the roof. But if you're looking to hire somebody, it is quite a labor-intensive process, so you should probably stick some dollars aside.